right, you guys have finished off your story meeting. Now already, Bloodshed is about to be drawn too aggressive towards second mid. Do look to deny that and fight that. Instead, one expert leans NIP's way, as did our desk. That was, of course, Mr. Kaplan and Mr. Vinicky. Evade the nade, no damage really. Plopsky and Nork just a little peppering. Ready to get this one started. Rushley on the 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s. And already looks like ZTR is ready to set his teammates up for the go. Smokes are flying. Rops yet to fully find the head. He stabilizes his aim and does bring Plopsky down to half. That duel from Frozen has gone awry. It's a chance for Acor though. Rops standing strong, standing vigilant, does take a lot of damage. 2 HP. He stabilizes, finally goes down. And now they have a man advantage. USPs are scavenged. They have map control. Acor does linger. As the smoke fades, you'll have a little line of sight onto Rez's aggress, but 40 seconds, it will slow down for a moment. NIP, they have a man advantage, but for how long can they maintain it? It could change in the blink of an eye, in the click of a mouse. Bomb. And Acor trying to pip.
No one covering?
Oh my god, no one's covering, and he's gonna get them both. They line up for him, and Acor wraps it up neat and tidy, just like that. A gap in the defense. NIP were not covering for the aggress. He cuts noise long enough. Brutality.
Yeah, that one there felt like NIP had done so much, right? Off camera, Rez kills Dexter trying to push down Banana, so they know that their flank's not an option. And here when they plant, it's the only place they're not looking. Coffins, Acor finds the timing. Gets 3 massive kills and puts a much-needed round on the board for Mouse. And I don't mean much-needed because of the position for them in this group. They're not going to make it through. We all know that. mousesports are done in Pro League. But right now, this is for the future of this team. Now, this is where we have a huge discussion about pressure with a whole different kettle of fish in the conversation. mousesports now going to be less cagey, going to be playing a bit more free. They're just trying to see if their team actually works. And aggressive maneuvers like this is one way to get started. Look at Frozen straight down mid.
Yeah, I think Campus is a dead man shooting. He does hit his headshot and ducks away. He lives to tell all the tale. Gets away just in the nick of time, and Acor trying to rock the ship. He does, just like that. What? CT aggression completely on his own, and he times it to perfection. Acor with 2 high-impact rounds already, just 2 rounds in. 100% success rate. Now Dexter caught out, doesn't go down to the CZ, a crucial survival. And as the deep smoke drops, it does seem like with Acor and Dexter's moves combined, they have re-stabilized. Hampus trying to be a rascal.
Very low. Oh, he's pipped the timing here, hasn't he?
If Acor doesn't...
He's heard it.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he's giving him a chance. Hampus has a shot now.
A small chance, a small window for him to jump through, but it does require first bullet accuracy. Acor, back-to-back triple kills to start off our series. It's just Nork. And the aim punch just a little too high. Crosshair goes wide. Recover 2 M4s into our 3rd round of play.
So it's no brainer that this group is still going to be an absolute mess with the 4 top dogs. It's Nip, Ents, obviously we've got G2 and Vitality. Mouse, we discussed, they're out of the picture. But for NIP, in this one right here, they come in as the favorites, but Mouse come in with no pressure. Now, my issue is with the Ninjas, is it's some newer names at this level of Counter-Strike, right? We've been speaking about Plopsky, that feels like a year now, Rez for the last couple. Nork and Hampus in more recent times, and then ZTR only in 2021. I worry, in a pressure environment here, that NIP might crumble. They didn't go into too many of their games as favorites until they get into this one right here, right now. And Hampus has taken a massive chunk there, hasn't he? Down to 24. Oh!
Oh, and Dexter, if he tucks in on half-wall aggressive...
Yeah, look at these risks. They weren't making these plays the other day.
They weren't. And they're going to flash as it fades. This is so badass. Look at the chance and the damage. It could have been 3. Just like that. Another aggressive move. We've seen 3 of them. No, let me correct myself. 2 of them. Over the course of the just 3 rounds of play, with just mousesports bringing a new flavor to the server. Fully flash, Rops knocked off his favorite balcony. It does leave vulnerabilities to Beamus. Acor and Frozen starting to look for info elsewhere, but it's already the push. Beamus not checked immediately, and he does find ZTR. Don't forget, Nork is low. Rez brought low as well. They've lost the sight. Bomb will be planted, but this is a difficult after plan for them to piece together again.
One smoke dropped. Yeah, another one for Nork as well. The low HP could be clipped by Acor's nade.
Yeah, that's the end of Nork.
Oh, catch that one.
Booked him. Rez to clutch. Using that low HP to great success onto the first. He knows exactly where Acor's coming from. And he's got a pretty damn good idea as to where Rez is lurking. Time passing favors Rez with every passing second, and the crosshair placement just puts the hat on him. NIP given the first, posting it on the board and seizing control of Inferno.
Ooh-wee, all right, that's a way for NIP to announce himself in the server here, and that aggressive move on the bonus round from Dexter gets them some info, gets them some kills, but it's not enough to get them the round, and this was well handled. Nade was good. Rez immediately finds a kill off the back of that, right? If he waited a little bit longer, probably loses all the space and will go down to one of the two retaking CTs, but really clutch flash there from ZTR as well to get the opening onto Rops. You thought up on that perch, we tend to see him do a lot of damage. Pistols out now for Mouse. Pyjamas upgraded into a Deagle, USPs for 3, and Rops on a P250. Here's a flash for Dexter. Poised and ready to wait for the signal to let that one go. And I think we'll see a lot more of a proactive mousesports here on the CT and the T side. He's currently clear. It is a 5-man lean, 5-man gamble stack over towards A, hoping the trap gets sprung. Flash, and that was it. Nobody to receive that. All the information for Rez. NIP are in the power position right now, but they're going back to the stack.
There could be more. More damage. P250s and USPs are filling the feed. Nork's getting low as well. They're hitting all the shots necessary. This is awkward as hell.
Plopsky.
No way. Just pistols, P250s, USPs. NIP cannot afford to let this one slip. And it all comes down to Plopsky and his following decision-making.
Oh, Rops can just play spoiler on B. Just deny the plant. That's all he has to do.
He knows that Pyjamas is looking for that mid info, and he spotted him there at the bottom of mid with the bomb.
Back B, very noisy here. Very noisy from Plopsky.
Should just be the one shot. Oh! Nearly misses it up, but that is mousesports given the gift of 3. They had no right into that round.
Was it flash, 2 upgraded pistols, and USPs? That was it. Look at how much Rops does here.
Thinks from Dexter as well. Look at the damage he inflicted.
Oh, dearie me. Okay. Well, they shouldn't be running away with that one right there.
Oh. Wow. That is unadulterated robbery. mousesports given that one. NIP are back to the drawing board and back to the whiteboard. It's just written on Force by AK, Galil.
Big capital letters.
Threat's got the eraser out, ready to completely change the plans if this one does not go to plan.
Oh, forward position right now in halls, and we saw this have varied success for mousesports, right? If teams identify the setup, they're able to punish off of that information. Akor's actually netting up over towards that arch side, and up banana we go. Lots of room. Just limped out one at a time. Hamper's trying to make some room. Doesn't get it done. Molly lands on his corpse. Even Frozen wants... Oh, look at this. He's just taking fights.
Just like that. There's more to come as well. Frozen makes it 3. Might need to do a bit more. ZTR taking down teammates and enemies alike. He does have an open B site. Wants to try and profit off the back of that. A bomb plant would go a long way. The nade indicates he may have some time.
Good plant here. They need this NIP.
If he could do any more damage as well.
Giving himself another smoke to work with. Element of surprise right now.
Oh, walking through the CT smoke is quite the play. Akor back turned and ZTR strikes. He hears the steps. Identifies that Banana is the threat. Smoke on the bomb. A high flash for his first fight. Needs to try and spray into Rops. He's there, but does go down. mousesports successful retake. The AWP will be recovered, and I think there's an AK-47 with Rops' name on it as well.
All right. Done their scavenging here, and mousesports now 4-1. We heard Yanko to start off the day saying, you know, even though mousesports can't go through here within this group, they're probably going to win a series, and this is a good reason as to why. When you come into a game and you know that this is practice, just with, you know, 40, 50, 60,000 people watching, you can play a little bit looser, and things have already gone terrible for mousesports. They can't go worse. Even if they walked out of the group 0-5, they're already eliminated, right? So at this point, it's just about showing us what you got, and right now, some aggressive Counter-Strike. That's what we like to see here. mousesports are backing their individuals, something it didn't feel like they were doing in their earlier matches. A bit timid, a bit tamed. And now NIP, off the back of that plant from ZTR, will get themselves a couple of light upgrades. AK for ZTR, pistols for the rest. Utility forcing Plopsky out of Banana here. Completely laden with flames right there.
Yeah, the flash could buy him enough time to walk on back up to where he desires. I think he's pulled it off.
Yeah, well, they've got Plopsky on his lonesome. Look at the other 4.
What's ETR supposed to achieve with this?
I think they're hoping for a couple of headshots, but he's statistically NIP's worst player, the youngster. We heard the other day from Hampus he's doing some in-game leading duties as well.
Wow, so flashed. And as he re-clears, CTR hopes to try and pip the fight. Incendiary, that will buy time. Back towards apps, back towards short.
Plopski's still top banana here. It's denied info for Mouse at least, so they've had to keep 2 players on this side of the map, but with 44 seconds left on the clock.
Don't forget mousesports picked up a full eco victory.
That's true.
NIP looking to find a taste of that success here on theirs. Certainly got a little bit more to it. Quick smoke from Rez to set ZTR's progress up. Arch smoked. And Rops with the restraint. It's robotic! Look how easy he makes it look. Oh, just pivoting between the 2 lines. Easy as that. Such restraint, controlled. I bet you he was breathing, Chad.
Yeah, Rops there just absolutely dismantles that partial buy. Watch it again. Just seems so simple. Sure, they're stepping out into the same line of sight, but having a pivot to Hampus there and back again for another onto Nork, keeping it headshots. Fresh as you like.
Oh, just another day in the office for Obstacle.
A little grin starting to creep onto his face just there. I imagine the mood in the camp is completely different coming in today's game. If you use the Twitter sphere, go check out Mytha's tweet saying, you know, they're still really eager to get these wins on the board and show that they can get the victories, just for something it's going to do for mousesports' confidence. Sure, you can't continue forward, but this team, it's just started. Dexter's only made it into Europe for about a month now.
Yeah, every win is going to be a valuable, learning experience as well as a confidence boost.
ZTR's only operating with 3K, so it's going to be a UMP. He loves this. He already, as a newer player, it doesn't feel like he's of the new breed because he's always doing something supportive, is old ZTR.
Sure. He's here for the team game, and I can understand.
Those players are hard to find.
Yeah, there are difficulties in that role. Zone design into B. Or top B rather. Hampus clears out the sandbags. So there's a lot of util to be pulled out of Dexter and Frozen. And the retake set completely clears out top banana. Dexter will look for a little push. In the meantime, it's Rez and his project completely shut down.
There's an upgrade for ZTR. UMP to AK, not even a bullet fired just yet. He's jumping on out, so they feign some mid-control in the passive setup. They're forced into B.
They're both standing and fighting. This is so vulnerable. Just dips under the smoke for the reaggress. However, counter flash is present and Banana is back under mousesports control. Elsewhere, back up mid they seek. ZTR will encounter the A-Core AWP, a bit of util to set themselves up.
Huge gap in his smoke just there. Can be cleared out by Rops here. Has to worry about the mid to B as well. And, well, back to mid to B they go. Or back to B through mid.
We've seen the boost return, Chad. We've seen the meta shift, and we are now once again not pre-firing the boost. Too many other options. And again...
No hard clear.
No one checks it. Oh, how the times have changed. But bomb into the site. Couple of seconds. Someone has to be doing it. Go, someone do it. Bloody hell.
Dog's got it.
Okay, just a bit of indecision there. And things can certainly shape up nicely for the Ninjas now.
Ooh, this is great for Nork.
Could not have a better opportunity for impact. He's actually going to consider construction. He'll make that his responsibility. Plopski and Paul, great shot, pulls the trigger onto Rops' advance. Very uncomfortable for Mouse now.
Trading places.
A single flash, swapping and chipping in from either angle. It's Plopski now to test this double push. He realizes he can just play passive.
Oh, beautiful stuff.
Yeah, rotting the clock, it's theirs. mousesports, no time for this. And Nork confirms it, pulls the trigger, needs one more, and finds them all. Ninjas in pajamas turn it around into the site. They isolate Dexter. And posting their second, a crucial find.
Yeah, good by mousesports to get out 2 sets of that top banana control utility, right? That's why we had that flurry towards the top banana. Plopski eventually trading that one out onto Dexter there. But it's very wild to be able to pull around back like this. mousesports dropping their second. NIP keeping that AWP in the hands of Nork, and another plant means we will see them purchase it again. And both teams whittled on down in early stages here. Round number 8, we're already going to see a deagle on Rops.
Ooh. Missed shot from Acor, and there's a nade on his nose as well. He has to operate at 26. I think that's enough to think better of the re-aggress.
Rops is very forward here.
Ugh, very nasty little gap for him to exploit. Ooh, Rez has got the wall bang, damn. Draws his attention towards the bedroom. The sound confirms it. Now through the smoke, and Hampus executes Dexter. They're punishing this B site now. They think they've found the weakness. And again, they've successfully found the entries necessary. Looks like Frozen's conceding this one. They have the aggressive stance in apps and just punish into B.
Yeah, quite pick-heavy stuff here, but there's still this standoff in second mid. ZTR looms around. He has locked them in towards A. They cannot try and escape to T-stairs, to T-spawn. So if NIP want to chase, doesn't look like they do, they know where mousesports are stuck to. Bomb's going to be halfway ticked. And this one here will be called on off. But with these saved weapons, at least they can stay threatening, and I think we might see those aggressive maneuvers starting to come out a little bit more. But one of the things that stood out to me in one of the early mousesports Inferno games were the double AWPs. They were doing a lot of double AWPs against Ents. You know, it wasn't always looking like the best setup against the execute-heavy style. See if it's something that Frozen wants to get back into here today. There you go, ZTR making noise. Rops was looking the wrong way, but look how easy he makes that look. Dig a bullet in the brain, UMP picked up. The Bybee gets that a little bit more threatening. It would have been probably P250s at best for the players who were dead on the side of Mouse. Now someone gets a free UMP or a free Deagle.
Oh, just as the flash popped. Acor had no response, and Hampus completely disrespects the smoke to great success. Bam. Weapon recovered. Wonder if that UMP is going to be seeing any more action.
A flash out of that as well. So if he gets an alley-oop, we'll have to see where they want to set players up. But over towards short is Pyjamas with one of these M4s. Now, Pyjamas is a player who is one of the bigger rookies in the server alongside a ZTR. One of the lowest rated players at the moment in the tournament is Pyjamas.
Has yet to realize or demonstrate his potential consistently. There's no doubt about it. Even pipped long ago as Nico's player to watch, Rising Star.
Yeah, it would be good to see him activated. I think he's got some cruel aim.
Here we go. Perfect flashbang for Frozen to collect, and he even identifies there's another one hiding around the corner. It's Nork and Hampus. We missed Acor's first, but he's pulled the trigger onto Rez. That's twice he's been shut down on his boiler adventure.
Oh, and another one.
Gone. What is happening? Just like that, mousesports can't quite believe their luck. Acor has given them weapons and essentially a round. To change my mind is Nork and Hampus in a 2v5. GLHF's in the chat.
Nork's baiting steps away to draw someone into Hampus' LO's sight.
Okay, hang on. Oh, if only. Robs lives. Only just the flames will shortly seal his fate. Oh, eventually we get there. Nork gonna get pressured through that smoke. He's forced off the bomb by Dexter's spray. He confirms that as he fires the shot, and then is gonna completely punish. Flooding into the site, multiple angles. He can only pull the trigger once. mousesports.
I bet as he heard them charging up Banana, then he wished he just sat that plant, right? Because he tapped a bullet through the smoke, thought, I better get off it. But as soon as you hear those footsteps, top Banana, 20 seconds left. Ah, there you go. The balcony position is paying off. And the second for Acor. Feels like they were a little bit too easy. 6-3. In the first 9 rounds of play, mousesports have won 2 low-buy situations. One was closer to a full eco, I guess, by modern standards, and one was with saved rifles. So they're getting away with a few here, as well as this on pistol. This one here was another round where it looked like NIP had done more than enough. So 6-3 the scoreline as we run you through the highlights. You can hear that timeout music talking through the options right now. We are getting this one back underway with the buy from NIP. There's some AKs on the floor. So Plopsky's grabbed one, Hampus has the other. It seems like another half buy attempt here from NIP, and they're really talking this one through in spawn. So even with the timeout, still laid out. And more second mid and boiler aggression. Robs loves this little cheeky smoke. Off the door, gives him a bit of a one-way to peer under on the right side. Pyjamas can focus towards boiler. Robs can use the one-way of the smoke here. It's a simple one for you. Maybe you get a pro tip on it one day.
I wonder if it's going to pay off. Looks like it might. Ooh, Rez pre-fires it and actually hits it. Beamer's trying to fill the gap. This is so awkward. Oh no, 2 frags in the apartments. Acor takes matters into his own hands. Aggressively AWPs, connects. Does bring the heat appropriately to Boiler. Rez did get brought down low. He may want to try and find a little bit of info on his low HP. However, equipped with the AK-47, he'll group up with the squad. Acor searching for info. My God, this is going to get very interesting. Bang. Rez gone. Nade thrown, smoked off and pushing short, surely. There's a gap. Acor hoping to find Hampus. He may not be anticipating. Oh, tip of the head. Knocks off the beret. There's more to go. Oh. And he's ready to play. Plopsky makes it a 2v2. 30 seconds. They've got so much time. Norcops for a plant for Pit.
Look at Frozen's nade set. Molly bike, smoke on the balcony is a bit of a lurk. Flash out to draw attention. Dexter also with a HE.
It's cool, yeah. If he just throws it all, Dexter may have a little gap to Pip. Remains undetected. In fact, it's Dexter that throws his util first.
All right, well, Graveyard's clear.
Yeah, we can say that with the absolute certainty. Nade will land on Plopsky's toes, but it's his angle that you got to watch out for, and he's hit it. Tries to adjust, double targets. He knows where they are, but he can't overcome it. NIP posting their 4th. And that's 3 rounds in the last 4, Chad.
Yeah, well, Rops there with the smoke that we were highlighting. He gets destroyed because of it. You saw the pre-fire as they round the corner here from Rez. He's just taking pot shots, right? They've done their homework here, NIP. Here you go, guys. This is a setup that they like to run aggressive apartments. Not always behind it, but you may as well spam on through, and that's how this one got started. Good attempt from Acor here, already up to a bunch of kills on Acor. He's been having an impact. But Nork and Plopsky again. That's the second 2v whatever scenario that they've been able to put in their back pocket here today. And the pendulum of the economy swings back and forth. Mouse, with that AWP, with enough money for Frozen and Dexter to buy, could justify a purchase here. But we are still in the early stages of map number 1. And, well, you can see just how it's gone. 2 off the break, lose 1, 3 on the trot, lose 2. They've grabbed 1, and now that money, well, it is not fantastic, but they will opt on in. NIP just looking good in these mid-rounds, right? They put the brakes on, they don't get flustered, they don't rush anything. They hit the shots they need to. Nork's got his op trained. Acor focused down mid as well. ZTR with the step made into Boiler Room. So keeping noise to a minimum here as Boiler will get mollied on out. Tightest of gaps being held here from Acor. Backs off now, and we're looking like apartments pop.
Oh, timing on that. Robs does well to find 1. Ahead of the flash, now Bemis gone again in silence. Acor missing his first. He won't get many more. He seizes the second opportunity, though. Well, the site is lost. Is the round to follow? No kits for the retake. You got Glass Cannon Orp. I mean, I don't know if you really fancy this one.
Nah, probably give this one a miss. Just with the money consideration right now, you run into this blender that is the 3-man post plant. You walk away with nothing. And Mouse are aware of that. Some speculative shots through the smoke just to let them think they're coming for this retake to keep them planted so they can't hunt. But here we can see them backpedaling out. I think Acor already has had a lot more impact than what we've seen. This out kicked off. The timing on that was wild. Rops is getting flashed in just as they're rounding that corner. If they threw that 1 second earlier, the CTs, maybe they're all 3 of them completely blinded apartments. It's a Rops multi-kill. The round's over, and that could be 7 for Mouse. But instead, 1 round closer now, 6-5 for the Swedes.
It's rare to see that apps pop look so uncontested. You know, more often than not, when I see teams going for that, it tends to be a very hard-fought entry. This one came real easy. Bemis on the side, caught off on his first wide swing. Losing his teammate Robs very early into the piece as well. So very, very close gap now, completely sealed down to just a single round separating Mouse and Nip. And depending on how this one shapes up, 3 save rifles could very well be equalized completely.
Yes, 2,400 in the next, so Mouse are in such an awkward spot. They didn't choose to invest behind it, but they still want to keep this one threatening. Going for another pick will need to be Acor.
More than capable.
Here he is. He knows he has to find a frag. He needs to destabilize NIP here.
Okay. The Ninjas about to be set up for success. The flash completely eaten. Dexter caught. The counter utility from Frozen falls flat. And oh, Acorn, no, caught just on the wide line.
There's 2 of the guns down.
Rez further away from the angle sees a whole lot more. And just like that, their chances completely dwindle. That was a glass cannon AWP preserved and found. Rez contributes, and now with 50 seconds, they pack roll. Just 4 rabid Swedish dogs.
Oh, Frozen, you're in the right place, but you don't know it.
Could play spoiler. He has no info. And as he sees Long's clear,
He's going to be kicking himself.
if he has a look, he's going to see nothing. Oh, it's brutal. It's absolutely brutal. He's called clear mid. They're already all the way through. They're even going to park ZTR and CT spawn. You really got no way in now.
Yeah, 5 more seconds and we'll hear the bombers being planted. Scavenging those dropped guns. mousesports might be looking for those.
Yeah, that's true.
It's going to be hard to get Dexters. I'm sure they're going to guard that one towards the top of Banana, but the AWP for Acor, well, that is very, very close. At Pyjamas, he gets his grubby little mitts on it. Now, NIP, can they start hunting? The money almost there to do so, and ZTR again locking in these rotations. He can start calling this to his team again.
Oof. They are in a position to go for it. Have a little looky-loo.
ZTR just with a couple of jiggles. Look at the tight line that Pyjamas is holding here. So as they flood through CT spawn, there's utility on ZTR, a smoke, a flash. How badly do they want to take these guns away? Doesn't look like it at all. So getting me excited. All for nothing, all for naught. Bomb goes off. 6-6 now, tied on up. NIP after a bit of a rocky start after dropping 2 low buy rounds. Yeah, you never want to do that.
That sounds so painful.
Yeah.
A rocky shot?
Yeah, I don't know what you're eating. Probably a lot of gravel.
Yeah. I mean, I used to know some kids at school that were dumb enough to eat rocks, but God, that sounds horrible.
You couldn't even chew them. You just have to swallow them.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yikes.
And if you were that kid, glad to know you're still doing all right, man.
You're doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep your head up.
You're still pulling worms out of the ground and eating them. Let's see. Round 13, map 1, second series. And Group B being determined through every passing round in favor of the Ninjas. Acor just sticks around a little bit, wants to try and find that early frag that's been eluding him these last few. Looks like ZTR has caught his fair share of nade damage, down to 45 as he enters the bedroom.
That molly for the roof or for the floor? We're about to find out. For the floor.
He's safe.
Just above it.
Safe. And now they'll peek in. They find him out. Great jiggles from the Swedes, but he transfers perfectly. It's Pyjamas with the double. Finally does get silenced. Hampus issues the gag order, but bomb needs to be scooped up as well, and Nork having a standoff. It's a bullet to the thigh. Acor through the wall. Needs another one. He's adjusted nicely. And now all onto the already tagged up Nork. Chances completely squandered now for the Ninjas. Mouse looking to jostle for control.
Oh. Bullets, nades, everything. Even picks it up.
And there you have it. Frozen's rotated in. Will grab himself all of the goodies he can find. And post 7 for Mouse.
Interesting one here. I think mousesports with that 7th round, not that they're lucky to do so, but they were 1 kill away from potentially losing another 2-on-4 style situation. This is great for them to stifle top mid here, but as soon as you come out apps and you kill that player short, if this smoke was down before Hampus started running, he didn't need to. There was still a minute left on the clock. Then it could be a different round. And I think this is what is more different decision-making out of Mouse than anything from NIP. Acor in the last few days, I'd say, wouldn't have gone for that repeat after missing the shot. Today, they're happy to fight. They're happy to be a bit more active. So these are positive signs for Mouse.
I mean, taking the AWP boiler and actually pushing the bedroom is definitely a different flavor. I've just broken my chair in excitement. And Plopsky trying to turn the tide. Instead, he's the 3rd added to the list. Ooh, Nork nearly finished him off on the chase. Still might. Molly's going to completely pin him in. He won't be able to leave. If anyone has a nade, throw it now or forever hold your peace. They find him. Expecting the trade, Hampus does manage to escape.
In and out. That was a quick one.
Ahead of the smoke. This could be the element of surprise.
Frozen, you are mean. You are nasty.
So perfect, and they're both going to fall to him. Ahead of the smoke, the sound cue was enough to lull them into a false sense of security. We are in for our 15th. mousesports 8, Nip 6. And they'll have all of the necessary weaponry to give this one a go. Obviously not anticipating an AWP in the apps.
Of course not. Look at this. I'm glad that we're seeing them much more active. Like Frozen, even with this play here, they just ran through, they killed the top banana player. Frozen then wants to take the fight, finds nobody, gets the info, and eventually the 2 kills come to him. This is NIP's map choice.
Oh! Acorn nearly finds them both. Collateral, there it is.
Beautiful.
The finishing touch provided by the HE. All right, mousesports set for 9 here. Limbered up.
They've done
free from the pressure. They certainly have.
Look at all these leftover nades with a minute 20 on the clock. Lots of mollies, lots of smokes left over to slow this one down. The first one towards top banana gets limped out now, so Hampus will have to hold. A few bullets through the smoke to let him know, yeah, I have control. As ZTR is searching now the likes of Rez. There goes the bottom of the chair. Don't worry, everyone.
That was just me finishing off what I've already achieved.
It's more like a jungle gym in here than a chair. So the scenes that I see daily, you guys would have your minds absolutely blown.
How so, Chad?
I've never seen a grown man mantle a chair with such grace and also fill me with fear.
There is a degree of grace to it. I'm glad it's not just me. Now then. Oh, dear. Hampus's hopes and dreams of a B lurk, trying to sell it as best he could. And look how passive Mouse are being. This 9th is important. Rez has actually managed to find a little way in.
Dropsicle.
Surely this is enough of an element of surprise. ETR, though, he's trained in on it. And Rops, mechanically gifted, has managed to convert and make it a 1v3. Rez does upgrade to the AK, which fills me with a bit more confidence. Smoke to play around and does evade the flames. Springs into life. Onto Frozen. 2 more to find. Lurking in the smoke. He could very well find it. Graveyard's great. The nade is even better, though. 10 HP. Time is his best friend, but Rops with the perfect decision-making there. Just the best way to possibly stop any sort of funny business. Sits there, lets Dexter cause all of that chaos. And it does post a 9th. Ladies and gentlemen, 9-6. mousesports looking revitalized.
CTR, you have been with NIP for about a month. You played IEM Katowice. Now you're playing in ESL Pro League, and you're also calling on Overpass and Nuke, it turns out. Tell me how you've ended up leading those maps so early into your time with the Ninjas.
So when I first came in, I said, or they somehow, BR Threat somehow knew that I was really good at calling on Nuke. So they brought up the idea that because Hampus also, we felt like he can do so much more on playing on positions where he's not as optimal in calling. So like on Overpass and Nuke, he can do so much more now that I'm calling. And we also feel like, yeah, I can do it just as good.
But where did you get this from? How did you learn this?
I mean, like ever since I started playing semi-professionally in my first team, I've always been talking much, been making the mid-round calls and such. And like 1 year ago when I joined my first paid team, I started embracing the IGL role. And then I've had it when I joined the Young Ninjas as well. And yeah, now I'm taking it on like a bit halfway.
Is the pressure different when you're calling?
I don't feel like it. Everyone in the team, I feel like they really trust in my calls, so I don't feel that much of a pressure. But it's only been we've been winning so far, so maybe in the future when yeah, my calls are not working, I will maybe feel it a bit, but that's up to see then.
The future, ZTR, is this official? Are you officially a fully fledged ninja now?
No. For now, I'm just playing ESL Pro League, and we'll see what the future holds.
Still made it for them to go nuts. You know what? I'm so what? I'm so That means I can't describe the way I vibe, the way I slide in with the rhymes that make the dimes. I'll close their eyes and fantasize. Young Divine calling their phone number. Yeah. No, you know I love you. What's up, babe? And you know me, I can't sleep without blazing beats. On stage just for that one's gracefully, and I got a smile that they hate.
Getting it going, second half, first map, Mouse and NIP. They're duking it out. Now, yes, this one has closed for mousesports in pursuit of playoffs, but now looking to hinder NIP and their hopes and dreams. It is a good, solid first half. 9 rounds posted on their defense. We'll be seeing if NIP can best that with a challenge now on their defense.
ZTR loves these Julies. I swear I've seen it by them almost every CT-sided pistol.
So you know I've got the case hardened skeleton knife, like it's got all the gibblies and wibblies, there's blue bits and gold bits. That's the one I actually wanted. ZTR's got it. It just was a bit past my price point.
Maybe he'll trade with you.
Yeah, I want the cool skeleton knife.
We might, as we take a look.
They're desperately trying to look at his booty. Hang on. There it is.
We're going B right now with 4 players from mousesports, right? We have this utility right now in the hands of Acor and Dexter. So they can set up for a quick pounce. It looks like they're getting ready to go.
Yeah, okay. Plopsky and Hampus will deploy their own smokes. The flashes are great to make space. Look how much space they've got in a very deep smoke. You can see what that's enabled them to do. Completely isolate these two. It's just you. It's just Plopsky. What have you got? Nothing. The answer, Hampus provides just a little. Oh, then a little more. 3v3. They're already into B. Retake entirely coming from one avenue. They'll be able to channel them. Acor confirms there's nothing banana. Even has a flashbang. Even a nade. Interesting on Bemis. It does mean that 2 of them are unarmored. I'm sure those Julies could shred through. Oh. Here they come. Just like that, the nade chunks CTR and Dexter's the one to deal with it. Now Nork picks up the kit. Has the USP. Has the time, but hopes and dreams fading. Oh, great first shot, and now he's going to go for the hole, try and wiggle, hope that Bemis tries to call his bluff. He's overthinking, and Nork is ninja'd right under his nose. TeamSpeak gets a little quiet after that one.
Oh, whoa. What a great pistol from Mouse. It all falls apart at the final right there. That one is going to sting.
It was so perfect. You did it all. You did all the heavy lifting. Even Dexter's provided a double. And Nork just calls the bluff and stares at the floor.
Obviously not too aware of the defuse kit right there that got dropped off of ZTR's body. That is the undoing as mousesports go for one of these classic 4 spies. Bemis, who stayed alive, has the armor, so he's gone into a Mac 10 instead.
Ouch.
And that one is going to really sting. We know that Mouse are searching for a win.
No, not like that. Not like that. Bemis caught on his way out the smoke. Dexter gets a nade on his nose. The mood is starting to sour.
Here's another one. More utility damage.
Find a safe spot. I challenge you. He has, and he's quite close to converting the spread. The spread finds Acor down to 50 as well. Dexter operating with just a single point of health, essentially. And now we wait. A Hail Mary wallbang. Could have done the job instead. Plopsky makes the MP9 feel like a rifle. It was the ninjas that were doing that flash off their face, wasn't it? Was it them or was it Heroic?
I think that was, yeah.
That was Heroic in Group A.
They doubled up and ZTR was doing a lot of talking. I think it was that 3 players B on a pistol. This shouldn't take too much longer. Dexter low, Rops is now coming with him in banana, and we should be seeing the AKs come out in the next round, facilitated by that Bemis. Well, not plant, but lost round. Rops will grab Rez. How much more can Rops have? He's been putting in a good showing. If he had a chance to stabilize there, Plopsky could have gone down, bomb could have been planted, and it would have been a great round for Mouse. But now, going into round number 18, these AKs will be purchased. Acor even straight into a Krieg. Now, I don't want to say that we saw Nico doing it a lot, and now everyone's copying him, but it kind of feels like we saw Nico do it a lot, and now everyone's copying him. So it was just the other day. It's like, yeah, you guys could have all been buying this gun before Nico decided he wanted to be a primary.
Could have.
But you don't have to, so this is cool. Core using that in lieu of the AWP here. And the AK is immediately heard. You can hear that spam through second mid just to deal with any aggressive Halls maneuvers. But this is a B push that they're setting up for. Flash out. They'll wait for these T's. mousesports to creep ever closer. And Plopsky, he's the man with the plan.
Rez can't afford to go down there. He actually caught a bit of damage through the smoke, but Nork, perfect. And then they flash for anyone that's behind the orb. It's Bemis and a bit of a mess. Plopsky eventually wins the war of attrition. Look at their util as well. It's very suffocating. Akor's trying to thread the gap. Could have a chance here. Yes, he can. And just a tap over the smoke. Very effective. Hampus tries to trade back in, but he's smoked off. And Akor's trying to make this feel like a full BXX as Frozen takes space elsewhere.
Yeah, he helped create this gap, so now Frozen has a lot of time to work this. These are 3 players you'd want alive in a situation like this for Mouse.
God, what are they doing? Are they going to send Frozen full B flank, or is he going library side?
I don't think they're aware right now that this gap is open, so communication from NIP needs to start peaking a little bit.
I think Hampus has considered it.
He's just had a look.
And they spot him. That's only going to sell this B even more. Heading in fast. Nork responsive. They're up banana, 25 seconds. It's just these two. And here they go. Quick from Frozen. Hampus, the only one on the site now. Mouse have had a couple of these rounds slip away. Good opportunity to post a 10th here. And over the smoke on the fountain. Powerful maneuver. Akor was elevated. And he'll be taking next contact. It's Rez and ZTR. 3 letters, but they only need 2 frags, and it's going to be easy as that. Rops and Akor deliver the 10th on a silver platter. mousesports, they needed that.
Oh, all right. That one started pretty well for NIP. It felt good, right? That set up that safety net they had in Nork right there, baiting him for that second shot, and then Akor mantles up and over.
He really sold this. Like when I've lost the frag from Akor's first, and then there's mollies being extinguished, there's molly's new box. It was enough.
The extinguished molly, I think, is the one that sells it, right? Because you're for CT and you drop a molly, you're expecting it to be respected. As soon as it gets smoked out, you're like, oh, this game has just completely changed. And with those 3 players, Akor, Rops, and Frozen all alive, anything is possible. Frozen's doing a great job at finding space, and now NIP are just down to these pistols. ETR on the Deagle, the rest on the USPs. And Rops eliminates Nork.
He's very concise with his answer to Nork's question.
Well, this is 11 for Mouse, right? Now, I'm operating under an assumption that nothing goes wildly wrong. There you go. Continuing to go well for Rops there. Even has plenty of time. So this should be, yeah, the 11th round. Now, it's not that mousesports have had issues getting close games. That's something that we've seen out of them. It's about winning the series.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm loving what I'm seeing today. It's much better in terms of like how decisive they're being. They're taking initiative. They're taking fights. They're not looking so scared.
And I didn't watch the game against Vitality where they were forging like a spectacular, like from 13-6 comeback all the way to 14-14. Unfortunately, did sound like they got a little bit cursed towards the end of that. A disconnection after damage was dealt. But regardless, it has been that close but no cigar scenario. And so seeing mousesports try and convert cleanly, that will certainly be a re-embodiment of what they're looking to achieve as a team.
That game you're referencing, because these kills should be coming through any second right now. That matchup was the second map, right? It was Dust2 and Mouse were up 14-8, and then they let that one go and lost 16-14, right? So not only were they losing round after round after round, there was a couple of timeout rounds in there. Obviously, the one where Rops dropped from the server is going to hurt that much more. But I think all of that is probably necessary for mousesports to sit down, have a big, long conversation, hash out what they think's going. Hopefully, Mytha get them back on the right track. And now they're winning against NIP. So good scenes early here. This is a map they're comfortable on, Mouse. They don't dislike Inferno, so they've been set up quite nicely by NIP here. Ninjas will buy. Up for Nork. Hampus aggressive, already pushed back, has to hightail it. So much pressure.
Yeah, you can see the responsive utility.
Look, mousesports moving as a pack straight up middle. 4 of them ready to burst up top.
It's a nice bait and switch. If Nork fires off a shot and then tucks in and they try and swing to punish, Rez is there. Here we go. They're going long. Dexter not going to be able to adjust in time though, and so now the silence is deafening. There must be more. Check your long. Hampus has rotated in to completely lock them in. This seems difficult for Mouse. How he's supposed to get out of this one. The flash does tuck them all into Arch. And Plopsky losing his life quickly. Hampus tested. Whoa, damage inflicted. Rops reveals he is detached from the pack.
They're going back to A.
Yeah, they're taking short. They're taking
And
all of this control.
middle.
They're
This is
actually
wild.
swapping round. What the hell? Nork's going to be completely vulnerable if he steps a toe out of line here. Ah! Okay. Info. So much info, and it's free. Can't adjust. Wasn't ready for A-Core. Rops, however, is very ready. And just like that, mousesports dig themselves out of trouble. What a turnaround.
Oh, I understand what ZTR and Rez were going for. They thought they completely lost the bomb site, right? It's going to be B. We got to push down Banana. We got to get past Rops. But instead, the breaks from mousesports, and they pay off. Even after this opening from Rez here, Rops coming through, clean and easy. And that was an investment from NIP. It looked scrappy. It was. It was all...
They gobbled up that cut noise. They gobbled it up.
The Mouse, this is their 13th, surely. Surely they're good for 13 here. This is the most convincing we've seen Mouse. Look, now I just mentioned they lost a 14-8 scoreline.
Yeah.
So maybe I need to bite my tongue.
I think you can keep it flapping around. I think we're okay here. Rops is flashed in, and ooh, a minor chance. CTR forced out of Boiler. He's making no secret of his apartment presence. Partnered up with Frozen.
It's quite the duo, isn't it, to take control of halls and boiler room.
Better be confident in your aim if you're taking those duels. This is one of those rounds where you're noticing a degree of patience in mousesports, and that's because they know this one is supposed to be a gimme. They've proven they can take those gimme rounds away, at least in the first half. NIP yet to demonstrate the same.
I really like they've brought that smoke into the play there, Mouse. It was something that I thought was lacking from their game the other day. Look at this, creepy beaky.
Creepy beaky.
Yeah, it's like sneaky beaky.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's see if it can be pristine. Oh, it's a kind of an anti-spot. Maybe the element of surprise. They're flashed. Plopsky with 2.
It was not worth that at all.
Not at all. $300 very well spent as he takes full 2 mousesports players out of the equation, but they'll call the site clear. Need another one of those.
Through the smoke is something that Rez definitely needs.
Yeah.
Well, they're all on the site right now, NIP. They've rotated on over through CT spawn.
I mean, one more crazy Deagle headshot.
There is a weird chance.
There is a weird chance, and this would be a 10-second defuse as well. So mousesports cannot and will not lose this one. Here comes the swing. Dexter and Rops, no issues. And that's their round now. It's just a question of if he can stop them from leaving. Gives it a good go. Rops, no issues. He's still on his way to his usual 30. Just a standard procedure for Mr. Rops.
Isn't it wild?
Mr. Cool. It's even better. Why would I even call him Mr. Rops?
Some of the players have good last names.
What's your name, sir? Cool. Mr. Cool. Yeah.
That would be.
You can call me Mr. Cool.
With a C? No, with a K.
Yeah.
You know, that's how
It's
cool he is.
You know. Mr. Cool. CTs. It's been a while. It's been a ever-increasing gap and silence from them. That's 4 in a row for Mouse as they are running, sprinting towards the finish line of Inferno. NIP's pick no less. Ninjas in Pyjamas, so far, 2 wins under their belt. They haven't come easy at times. Of course, their opening game against G2 was a quick one. 16-11. They fell in the first.
Having a look at this scoreboard right here, I think the A-core performance is the one that's standing out to me. We should take a look at this, though. Look at this. Her headset's all pulled off one ear. Turn around, listen to me, look me in the eyes. We need to acknowledge this. Threats running them through what needs to be changed.
Oh, God. Just seeing a whole team in one place is quite exciting.
Yeah, as look, they need to fire up right now, NIP. This is one of their last shots, maybe even their last shot to guarantee themselves a full buy in this map if mousesports continue this tirade of rounds. 13 seconds left before we get back underway. Make it 10 now.
All right, lads.
Whatever Threat said, hopefully they listened.
Yeah, trying to get them back on the straight and narrow. It's been a quiet one from Nip. 4 rounds in a row, a slew from Mouse. T-side sprint, splitting the resources down second mid to start. Beam is tasked with early utility. Just as their smokes fade. Yeah, look at that. There is nothing you can do.
Going for control now. This will all be heard. How does Dexter and co respond?
They respond with util. No, completely flashed off the line. They know that. Vision restored, and another perfect flashbang. Look at that. This fall-off AWPing's not going to work. He's nearly down. But through the smoke, Rez can get them both. ZTR sets him up for success. A double kill for the Ninjas. Smokes won't last forever here, Beamus. Rock in a hard place. 2 to find. Norks the first, but he's not quite exposed. The other smoke's fading. Trying to hunt that AWP, trying to pip the gap, but it's ZTR providing both supportive flashes and now frags. mousesports getting picked apart and not quite the perfect finish because Rop still exists. The clutch master. He's making it look so damn easy. He could pick up the bomb here. He's made room. Flames to deny him. Has to respect it. 30 seconds. Plopsky's coming in with a flank and
there's a chance.
A small chance.
Oh, no.
He hits the headshot. Rob's looking for a 1v4, trying to deny it all. Hamper saves the day. My lord, the dude is a threat at all times.
Oh, the fact that Plopsky gave him, what, a slither, just a chance, and he hits that shot. NIP, a round that looks so good.
He is such a threat, dude. Rez does so well to find the timing there. But Rob still steals the limelight. Yeah, check this one out. Bam. Works it out. Isolates. And it wasn't even far off. Hampus really had to hold his nerve here. Ooh, it was about to flash. It was about to pop.
Oh, look at that buy, though. 2 SMGs right now for NIP. Not all the utility. Hampus is in trouble. He's in the open.
Such an aggressive maneuver. He's so brave. And it might just pay off. The spray doesn't convert. Acor's low and Plopsky caught, just straight sprayed down the smoke. Damage again into Hampus.
Testing your luck. Talk about it. How are they hanging around?
I have no idea.
Beaten, bruised, destroyed right now. Mouse win this. They break the money. NIP in the bin.
Yeah, they've lost Plopsky and Hampus being so low as well. They are already significantly hamstrung. The fly-throughs are back, baby. A noticeable difference to the broadcast already.
I'm sure Rush is going to smile from ear to ear.
His best friend MC's back, whispering sweet nothings in his ear.
I'm loving it.
Well, right now, Hampus is on notice. 21 points of health, smoke clearing. He has one more to lob on out. Needs to do so safely because they're just so threatening right now, Mouse.
There's so much hinging on Hampus's decision-making. You've got 21 HP to so single-handedly hold B.
There's nothing he can do. He's smoked off.
Yeah, he'll drop a smoke. They won't respect it. His spray finds nothing.
You don't want me to say it, Alex, but I have to. It's those 4 little letters.
Does it begin with an S?
It does. Ends with an E.
Dear.
It has to be the save. There is no two ways about it. NIP.
And I'm not going to lie, the fact that it was just Plopsky getting sprayed through a smoke that has converted this round is just a perfect embodiment of the nuance of modern-day Counter-Strike. We really have lost a round here, a crucial one. This is for 14, by the way, by virtue of Plopsky pressing W a little too much.
And the thing was, it felt like he was coming to bail out Hampus, who found himself in hot water. There it is.
That was your round. That's a round-winning frag, ladies and gentlemen.
The rest of the round doesn't even seem to matter at this juncture, right? And where the loss bonus is at right now, I do believe we're looking at 2,400 on the nose for next round. It means that Plopsky can't even be dropped anything better than a Famus. So the buy for NIP, it doesn't get leaps and bounds better. Sure, they get a bit more utility. Sure, maybe there's a diffuse kit that they can talk about, but it's still similar scenes as to how they found themselves in the previous. There's only 2 more rounds needed for mousesports here to walk across the line. Dust 2 next, a map where Dexter did look very, very comfortable. The 14-8 comeback from Vitality is probably in the back of their mind, knowing how close they got to one of the big 3. A UMP for Plopsky, and away we go.
The big 3.
I don't know if they're as big anymore.
So it was
Astralis, Na'Vi, Vitality. Now, I don't know.
Nork's opened up the account, and oh, Dexter taking matters into his own hands. It's huge, absolutely colossal from Dexter. He's decided this round is over, and he changes all of our minds in the blink of an eye. What? Well, I'll let you break that one down, Threat. Completely disconnected.
I don't even know what to say. This one's done. What Rops even has this contained. So if you peek out window, oh, he just spotted you, and he just gets the kill.
He even hit the reactionary one.
Yeah, he's not getting 4x3 or Ropsy boy.
Are you living that native life?
I am, yeah. It feels beautiful on the eyes. No more squinting it. No more looking at it. Think I've smudged Vaseline all over.
And by the way, guys, Chad's one of those weirdos that was probably living that 640 by 480 life as well at one point.
That is true. I have no shame.
The fact that we've converted a postage stamp gamer into a full native res, Rops, of course, a big part of that. But let me see the timing. My lord, Plopsky actually flashed them. His panic flash actually ended up stopping the cavalry from having any impact. That's what I'm talking about. His just immediate knee-jerk reaction and is quick to the trigger on that. Oof, mousesports, they have been handed a handful +1.
Yeah, well,
6 rounds to play with.
Out of the last 11 maps mousesports have played, they've only won 1. This is going to be their second map in 12 games.
Wow. It's important for them. And Acor makes short work of Hampus. An early casualty. They were trying to rock the boat early with aggression. The util's so limited, you can't fault them for it. But Acor has. Pulls the trigger. Hampus is gone. Leader of the pack gone.
And they're executing A. And the rotation from NIP over towards B. Mousesports have had all the right plans here today.
It's good nade damage, but CTR would have to win this round. He's in the open. He's gone quickly to the trade.
A's open.
And just like that,
Throw in the towel, ref. It's done.
the referee prepares, wets his lips, places the whistle within, and just watches as those final few frames of our first map play out. This could be the most convincing one as well. Mousesports making short work of the ninjas. Nork desperate to change the dialogue. More nade damage and it hurts. There's no kits. Flame arrives at the perfect time. They're completely denied. You're either burning or you're walking into our bullets. The crossfire's there. There's flashes as well. It's flawless.
What can you do?
Absolutely nothing. No chance, no hope, and mousesports have done it, and done it convincing. 16-9 on the ninjas pick, and they're heading into their domain next. Dust 2 looking for some redemption.